Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The week ahead on Beyond the Gates promises to unleash a whirlwind of long-buried secrets, dangerous rivalries, heartbreaking revelations, and shocking confessions that threaten to change countless lives forever. Every conversation carries hidden meaning, every confrontation threatens to expose another painful truth, and every relationship hangs by a thread as emotions reach a boiling point. At the center of the storm stands Dani and Hayley, two women whose bitter feud refuses to fade into the past. Their rivalry has already left deep emotional scars, but this time the stakes are far higher than anyone realizes. Dani believes she finally possesses the upper hand, holding onto a secret that could completely shatter Hayley's world. Yet the cruel irony is that Dani has no idea the truth she's guarding could trigger consequences far beyond anything she has imagined. As old wounds reopen and dangerous games continue to unfold, viewers are pulled into another unforgettable week where every decision could spark a chain reaction with devastating consequences. The drama begins on Monday with a shocking emergency that sends waves of panic through everyone connected to Bill. Without warning, he is rushed to the hospital, leaving friends and family scrambling for answers while fear spreads faster than facts. The frightening medical crisis immediately raises questions about what has finally pushed his health over the edge, casting a dark cloud over everything else happening around him. At the same time, Andre and Dani struggle to find common ground, attempting to repair fractured communication while emotional baggage continues to weigh heavily on every word they exchange. Elsewhere, Chelsea presents a proposition that leaves Kat deeply uncomfortable, creating fresh tension between the two. Nicole, meanwhile, can't shake the feeling that her daughter's latest decision wasn't truly her own. The mother's growing concern becomes impossible to ignore as she fears that pressure, guilt, or manipulation may have guided a choice that could carry life-changing consequences. Tuesday brings another emotional twist when Dani receives an unexpected phone call that immediately sends her rushing off on an unplanned visit. Whatever she hears is important enough to derail everything else on her schedule, adding another layer of mystery to an already chaotic week. While Dani races toward an uncertain destination, Chelsea, Naomi, and Madison stand shoulder to shoulder, presenting a united front that demonstrates strength through solidarity. Their alliance suggests that no matter what challenges lie ahead, they refuse to face them alone. Across town, Hayley's advice unexpectedly fuels conflict rather than solving it, pushing Thomas into a heated clash with Naomi. At the same time, Ted finds himself completely blindsided by Kat's latest actions, struggling to comprehend the choices she has made and wondering what motivated such surprising behavior. By Wednesday, the emotional intensity reaches another level as the final words spoken by Doug leave Joey visibly shaken. Whatever Doug says lingers in the air long after the conversation ends, creating a haunting silence filled with uncertainty and unanswered questions. While Joey attempts to process those startling final remarks, another dangerous scheme quietly begins to take shape. Deanna, refusing to sit on the sidelines, sets a truly dastardly plan into motion, proving that she has ambitions of her own and very few moral boundaries standing in her way. Elsewhere, Naomi prepares for one of the most emotional moments of her life as Jacob faithfully accompanies her to an oncology appointment with Monica. Their journey is filled with quiet support, fear, hope, and the kind of unspoken love that often shines brightest during life's darkest moments. Yet while Naomi faces painful medical realities, Hayley and Randy become even more determined to accelerate their carefully constructed con, moving their dangerous plan forward with increasing urgency. Thursday shifts the focus toward reflection, family, and emotional healing, but not without fresh complications waiting around every corner. Smitty and Martin take a heartfelt look back at the same period 1 year earlier, remembering the painful chapter when their marriage nearly fell apart. Their memories are filled with regret, heartbreak, and hard-earned wisdom, reminding them just how much they have survived together. Meanwhile, Naomi gathers the courage to update her cousins about her health, opening another deeply personal chapter as she slowly allows more of her family into the truth she has carried alone for far too long. Across town, an uneasy dinner involving Vanessa, Joey, and Deanna quickly transforms into an emotionally charged battlefield where tension simmers beneath every exchange and every glance feels loaded with suspicion. As if that weren't enough, Dani struggles beneath the crushing weight of her own guilt until Pamela steps in to offer comfort and reassurance, reminding her that even the strongest people sometimes need someone willing to help carry their burdens. The week builds toward an explosive Friday as relationships are pushed to their limits and long-awaited confrontations finally arrive. Leslie unexpectedly interrupts a precious father and daughter moment between Ted and Eva, ensuring that what should have been a warm family interaction quickly spirals into conflict. Her arrival reignites old wounds and leads to another bitter clash with her former partner, reopening emotional scars that never fully healed. Meanwhile, the rivalry everyone has been waiting for finally erupts once again as Dani and Hayley come face to face. Their latest confrontation is more dangerous than any before because both women are carrying secrets, motivations, and emotional ammunition capable of causing irreversible damage. At the same time, Kat expresses an unexpected sentiment that leaves one of her siblings completely stunned, proving once again that even the people closest to us can still surprise us. As the emotional dust begins to settle, Ted delivers an astonishing admission that leaves Shanice utterly speechless, raising immediate questions about what this confession truly means for their future together. One of the most emotional storylines unfolding throughout the week centers around Naomi and the secret she has finally found the courage to reveal. After months of carrying an unbearable burden in silence, she has finally confessed to both Jacob and Dani that she carries the BRCA gene. The revelation changes everything, not only because of the serious health implications, but because she chose to hide such life-altering news from the people who love her most. Next week, Naomi's journey becomes even more emotionally demanding as she faces additional members of her family, each with their own emotions, fears, and questions. While some may immediately offer compassion and understanding, others could struggle with the realization that Naomi kept the truth hidden for so long. Their reactions have the potential to reshape family relationships forever, forcing everyone involved to confront both the pain of the diagnosis and the emotional consequences of secrecy. At the same time, another storyline grows increasingly sinister as the dangerous Black Widow drama surrounding Hayley moves into even darker territory. Bill has unknowingly become the intended victim in a deadly game, with Hayley patiently waiting for the massive $10 million life insurance payout she desperately wants to claim. Earlier signs that something was terribly wrong seemed relatively minor, with Bill's hand occasionally trembling in ways that were easy to dismiss. But now everything appears far more serious. His sudden hospitalization suggests that the slow-acting poison may finally be revealing its true destructive power. If his condition continues to worsen, the horrifying reality becomes impossible to ignore. Every passing hour raises the frightening possibility that Bill's mysterious illness is no accident at all, but the calculated result of a carefully executed murder plot that has been unfolding in plain sight. As Bill's life hangs in the balance, Dani unknowingly finds herself holding another explosive secret capable of shaking Hayley's carefully constructed world. She remembers exactly what happened between herself and Bill inside that elevator on the unforgettable night of the tornado. Until now, she has remained absolutely determined to keep those events buried, refusing to let anyone discover the truth. Yet if Dani truly wanted revenge against Hayley, revealing everything would be the ultimate weapon. What Dani doesn't realize is that exposing the truth could trigger consequences far beyond emotional heartbreak. She has no idea just how desperately Hayley needs every piece of her deadly plan to remain intact, nor does she fully understand the lengths Hayley is willing to go to protect her future. With $10 million hanging in the balance, Hayley refuses to allow anyone or anything to interfere. That desperate determination pushes both Hayley and Randy to speed up their dangerous con, making every move riskier than the last as the walls slowly begin closing in around them. Of course, Hayley and Randy are far from the only people willing to embrace deception in pursuit of their goals. Elsewhere in the DMV, Deanna has developed her own dangerous obsession, setting her sights firmly on Joey despite every precaution he has taken. Joey knows exactly how unpredictable Deanna can be, especially now that she has begun working alongside Vanessa for the summer. He tries to stay alert, believing that careful planning might shield him from whatever trouble lies ahead. Unfortunately, Deanna has no intention of abandoning her ambitions. According to the week's spoilers, she quietly launches a truly dastardly plan designed to achieve exactly what she wants, regardless of who gets hurt along the way. That growing hostility spills directly into a tense dinner shared by Vanessa, Joey, and Deanna, where every smile feels forced, every word carries hidden meaning, and the atmosphere becomes so thick with suspicion that even silence speaks volumes. As the week draws toward its dramatic conclusion, another emotionally charged conflict threatens to alter lives forever. Leslie and Ted find themselves locked in yet another painful confrontation, reopening complicated feelings neither of them has ever fully escaped. Their clash is emotionally raw, exposing unresolved history that continues to haunt them both despite the passing of time. In the aftermath of that confrontation, Ted makes a stunning admission to Shanice that leaves her completely speechless. The confession arrives with such force that it instantly changes the emotional landscape of their relationship, leaving Shanice struggling to process everything she has just heard. It also raises one final haunting question that lingers long after the episode ends. Are Leslie and Ted's explosive confrontation and Ted's shocking confession somehow connected? And if they are, could this revelation place Ted and Shanice's future together in serious jeopardy? As one chapter closes and another begins, Beyond the Gates once again proves that in a world built on secrets, the truth can be the most dangerous weapon of all.